All right. Shan, what you rate yourself?
Thank you for asking, Hampton. I would like to copy and paste Mike's answer. And Shanae actually said none of the women said anything about their financial stuff, all this other mess. I will.
Damn
Um,
straight.
I ain't coming with no bullshit. I tell you that. So that is an asset I definitely bring to the table at this age and time. And I
What
actually
do you
did
rate
an
yourself?
experiment.
What's the number?
Oh, I'm sorry. So I gave myself all around a 9. Um, and I kind of verified this in a way. I made a whole list of all my characteristics, good, bad, whatever. And I changed 5'2" to 6'2". And I sent it to all my girlfriends. And I was like, this is the dude I'm looking for. Every single one of them told me to calm the fuck down. Any man, that man that you listed out, including his income, oh, everybody looking for him. Why the fuck would he settle down? He out here cheat. He can have whoever he wants. Shan, like, you got to lower your standards. I said, change 6'2" to 5'2". That's me, motherfucker. And so all my homegirls were like, well, shit, what you doing? Like, listen, I know I'm good on.
You
You
saying
know,
you had the same trait as a
I know
six
I'm
foot
good on
two
these streets.
man?
Huh?
You saying that you on
So what
paper
I did,
look like a
I wrote
nigga?
down all my characteristics, good, bad, like emotional, how much you make, how many
No, I
degrees
know,
you got,
I know. You
all
don't.
that.
I know we got that part, but you saying when you changed it to 5'2" because you're 5'2" tall,
Yeah.
you were the nigga on paper.
So I changed it to 6'2" as an experiment, sent it to
Yeah.
my homegirls and was like, this is who I'm looking for. They told me basically that man's a mythical creature or he's dating some like model chick or this or that or that. Shannon, like, I think you need to pull back on some of these.
those are
Oh,
women scorn.
oh,
Those are,
I'm good in these streets then.
those,
Because
those are 35-year-old women who
so,
say
but
they said.
my point in saying that is I know I bring a lot to the table. My house is paid off, baby. Like, no debt, no student loans, like $700K a year. I don't fucking care. Me and my man gonna be good, and so is our kids. Like, I've already planned ahead with eggs and shit. Like,
Wait. So how do you do? How do you? So your 9 is encompassing everything.
yeah, because we all have flaws.
But how do you do that though? When
How
you
do I
meet
do
a
that?
man, right, and he looking do you say, by the way, I make 700,000?
Hell no. I hide that shit. Well, we on a public thing right now. I don't fucking care. I know how much niggas make. So listen, I hide that shit. Can I be honest? I'm gonna be honest. I really be trying to hide what car I'm going to. I don't really be trying to tell him too much. Like, they never know I'm an attorney to the last minute. What do? I work in sales.
So what's the rating if you hiding all that shit? What's the rating then?
I would still give myself, if I took finances out of it, I still give myself an 8 because I have a very fun personality. Thank you very
Well,
much.
I have a question. If you're making that much, then why does he need to make that much? I mean, you
I never
already.
said he had to make that much. I never said he had to make that list was mythical because it was me. And what I was pointing out is how hard it is to find that exact person. So they confirmed that, right? The person who had everything I had on the list, he would be out here living his best life, traveling, got multiple girls, not settling down. He'll do that shit later. So I was like, I'm not looking for Shannon number 2. I actually have to default to understanding that man might not bring the same amount to the table, right? I have to be okay with that. Because that's not the average. I know I'm not average. I know that.
You talking about shit that we don't even like.
I know y'all don't care about stuff like that,
we don't
right?
value.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, you don't value. But Mike, I simply copy and pasted what you said, and you smiled when you said all the things you said.
Because women value that.
Right.
Everything I said, women value.
I got you. But I'm that plus a lot of the things the women on here were saying as well. Like, that was all on my list. I included all of those things. Like, I joke around, I act hard, but I could be Susie Homemaker tomorrow.
But you said something earlier about, like, you know, the man that you want is a mythical creature, or he's not looking for you. I disagree. I think most men, if not all men, want companionship of some sort. And in our chats and in the chats that I have with the multiple men groups that I'm in, we always talk about like, hey, I'm getting older. It's time for me to settle down. Like I need to find my person. But it may just take longer, or it may look different. It may not be marriage. It may be a long-term relationship. It may just be a situationship. But I think the idea that somebody with all that money and all that wealth and is old is looking to be out here in these streets, that's incorrect. It gets old.
Yeah.
I would.
It gets old.
I would say differently. Like I said, I just did a blind test with women. I sent the list, you know what I mean? And then I sent it to my homeboys and they were like, Shannon, like a guy who knows all of these things about you, it is a little intimidating. And like they weren't saying it in like
ain't no grown man tell you that shit. Who these niggas?
They're not saying, and I'm not saying
not no grown man.
Don't take that word and run with it. Please don't take that word and run with it. But what they're saying is, to your point, Mike, that's a lot of stuff that guys don't care about, but become assets if you just happen to have them. Right.
But how does that go into your rating, though? I consider
assets about myself.
But how does that go into your rating, though? That's what I'm confused.
Because overall, nigga, I don't care what y'all got to say on this thing. I'm bringing a lot to the fucking table.
But you gotta care.
Y'all can downplay my accomplishments, how much I make, like how I show up in the world. I don't give a fuck. I bring a lot to the table.
You gotta care, though.
Nobody downplayed it. Nobody downplayed it.
Nobody downplayed it.
I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just saying.
What are you
downplay?
Like if I get tapped for EV role and my husband's like, we gotta move to California, Silicon Valley. The fuck we do? Yes, we do. Like you can stay at home at this point. Like we're good.
Like I'm looking at the comments now, and they're saying that men can be intimidated. I don't know what men. I don't know. Maybe that's
only women say that. Only women say that.
Yeah, I'm not phased by your income.
And I didn't answer someone's question, or somebody posted it like about me walking to my car or something like that. I don't even got a great car. It's just I don't want a man to know. And this, I'm gonna give y'all's props about what y'all were saying earlier. I don't really want him to know how much I bring to the table yet. Because I want you to still treat me a certain way without being like, you know what I mean? You don't understand. Right. Like we go on dates with men. Sometimes y'all switch it up or approach it differently based on what you've observed about us.
I don't know. Niggas just
the average man doesn't give a shit about any of that stuff. We care if you are our piece. We want to clap cheeks. And maybe go on a trip or two. The rest of that shit, especially if you got your shit together, I got my shit together, is usually not a conversation that men bring up. Women do.
Never.
It's always a materialistic, let's see who has these things, and like these conversations. That shit that y'all read on Essence and Ebony magazine, which men do not fucking read. And you mentioned it earlier, like you did that whole, I don't know what survey you did.
It was a joke. It was just a list. I sent it to my homegirls.
Well, men don't do that. We don't do fucking lists. It's just like if we have a list, our shit is 3 things long. Like make me a sandwich from time to time. Let me tap that ass and just be cool. Like that's literally like
basic. Basic as fuck.
Because we're
But Shan, what we're saying is that list when you're trying to put a value. Like we ain't gonna get so with a woman in general, she can have all that, but if she got the fucking Stacey Abrams face,
put him in the fucking bedroom, get him out of here. Come on,
that shit ain't happening.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying?
Damn,
he lost twice.
I feel the same way about men because I've had girlfriends say, "Oh, Shannon, look at a guy. Why does that have to be a requirement?" When we come to physical things, right? And I'm like, because when he walked through the door, I'm the one who got to be attracted to him for this thing to last. Like, don't tell me to change up what I like and all this other stuff. So I get that. Like, y'all need to be attracted to us. I got it.
Well, no, but not. It's not the same. Like, attraction matters more for us than it does you guys.
I wouldn't say that actually. There's very few things I really need right now, and I really need you to be attractive when you walk through that door. I ain't trying to lay next to a bag of remotes. I've said that multiple times. Like,
yeah, no, I get it. I'm just saying, if there was a totem pole, that's usually not. It's higher on our totem pole than it is on you guys.
No, I'm telling you, it's high on mine. It's very. I want you to be fine when you walk through that door.
And this is the reason why.
Can I be fine and broke? Can I be fine and like?
But I'm worth of affirmation and like acts of service. You wash the dishes, tell me I'm cute. Like you might get anything you want. So
I can make 60,000 a year.
Yeah, I don't need your money.
That's real.
Okay. I don't need your money. I can still go to private school.
Laura had a question, and then I want to ask Sis the same question.
Oh, I was going to ask Shan, do you have direct experience of a man that you dated or gone on a date with where your income was an issue?
I don't ever share my income.
So no. Sis, what do you rate yourself?
Thinking about this. I don't know. I think I'm about a 6. You know, I got some weight to lose. So, you know, there's some things that got to be tweaked, you know, to get back to maybe where I was once upon a time.
What do you think you're a good catch? Why you laugh?
I know I'm a good catch. You know, I have an example. Like, you know, last week cooked every day for this dude. You know, came over after work. He ate all the food. You know, I cooked the best dish.
Turn on.
Other dishes. You know, all of that. Mm-hmm. But then I said to myself, what is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Like, I found myself slightly confused. Like, am I doing too much? I you know, I don't know. Like, I was confused with the dating, how to date. Like, I got like cold feet. So, you know, I just kind of, I don't know. I don't know what to do now, you know?